My media company made $0 for 5 years. Why didn't we quit? My name's Shawn Walchef. I own Cali BBQ and Cali BBQ Media in San Diego. We've owned restaurants for the last 17 years. 7 years ago, we launched a media company. Now we've done over $2 million in sponsorships, brand deals, and client work. And this video, I'm going to share the struggles that we went through for 5 years, being a media company, building a media company, until we actually started generating revenue. Let's get into it. The reason we're making these videos is we hope to be an inspiration to the creators out there, to the businesses out there that are creating content, that want to become a media company, that want to generate media revenue. We know how hard it is. We have been there, and we hope to be an inspiration. Hopefully you can learn from some of the lessons that we teach. So I'm going to tell you a story. 2017, we had already decided that we believed in the internet. We were creators. We were posting content on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. We were already doing the things that we needed to do for our restaurant business, bringing people in. But we also I knew that I wasn't alone. I knew that there were incredible tools out there available, Apple Podcasts, eventually Spotify, eventually YouTube podcasting. If we started a show, which originally was called Behind the Smoke, I asked my business partner at the time, Derek Marceau, who owned Valley Farm Market, a legendary butcher shop about a mile away from our restaurant. I asked him, what do you think about the ideas of us creating a media company, creating a business-focused, marketing-focused, branding-focused show where every single week we would have other entrepreneurs, business owners in the San Diego area come to the butcher shop. We literally recorded content above the butcher shop. So Derek was investing his money. I was investing my money, restaurant money, in order to produce this podcast. We had a producer at the time, but we wanted to have a conversation. We wanted to learn from other people that we respected about business. We wanted to learn from failures. We wanted to learn about branding, marketing, technology, and storytelling. And we launched that show, and we did 100 episodes together, 100 episodes of Behind the Smoke. That took us 2 years. It was a 2-year journey. Eventually, Derek started opening up more stores, and I continued on with what is now called Cali BBQ Media. That was another 3 years investing time, effort, money, hiring a producer, bringing Stover, our executive producer, onto the team, and realizing that we know so much about storytelling. We need to learn more about storytelling. We need to learn more about technology. We need to learn more about business. And the whole world is connected. It's never been more connected. If we have the courage to look stupid, make a bunch of videos, eventually we're going to find a community. And one of the coolest things early on was different people from different cities, from different states, eventually different countries would say, Shawn, I listened to your podcast. Shawn, I saw your video. In the beginning, nobody watches, nobody listens, or very few people, but it's those little DMs, those little sources of inspiration where you go, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe there are other people out on the internet. Maybe there is a revenue opportunity, a business opportunity for my media company. Fast forward to 2022, that is when we partnered with Entrepreneur Magazine. Through a relationship that we had a friend, Emily Waskovic, who launched a show called Behind the Review. Behind the Review is a Yelp podcast, Yelp small business podcast. We had done a lot of work together through our digital hospitality content. We had done work with Yelp, and I got an introduction to Entrepreneur Magazine. David Meltzer, who is my media mentor, he was also producing a show called The Playbook on entrepreneurs. So we had multiple people vouching for our credibility as creators, our credibility as a media company. And we said we had an idea for a show called Restaurant Influencers. If we can launch this show, we can hopefully find a sponsor for our show. I reached out to Toast. We had done a lot of content for Toast. We did a Toast unboxing video, and we said, will you sponsor this show, this weekly show called Restaurant Influencers, and help us tell the story of hospitality, of technology, and storytelling in the restaurant space? Toast said yes, and that was our first deal. That was our first major brand deal that allowed us to not only build Restaurant Influencers, but allowed us to do content develop clients, do sponsorship for digital hospitality, launch a show called Rising Tides Live. It gave us so many different opportunities to do in-person content. So we do a lot of things at the National Restaurant Association show. We're going to be there in 2025. If you know anybody in the restaurant space, technology space, creator space that's going to be in Chicago for that show, please reach out to us. But my biggest goal is that if you're watching this and you're struggling, like, why am I doing it? Why do I keep doing these podcasts? Why do I keep doing these YouTube videos? I want you to keep pushing through. There is light at the other end of the tunnel. And all you have to do is look at brands in your niche and look at their YouTube content, look at their website, look at their Instagram page, look at the videos they're creating, and ask yourself, am I good enough to help them better tell their story? Because if I am, then maybe you can find an opportunity to work with a brand like Toast. Maybe you can find an opportunity to get a client that's willing to do work with you. The creator economy is here. And if you're a business owner, the business creator economy is here. Platforms like LinkedIn, platforms like YouTube, they're just getting started. One of the things I teach my son is, why do we fall? So we can learn how to get back up. It's the tough times. It's the times when nobody's watching, nobody's listening, to get to a point where now, Cali BBQ Media, we have done deals with Google, Amazon, Toast, Restaurant 365, US Foods, Yelp. We have done so many different deals, and we keep getting different opportunities because we did not quit. We were persistent. I had Shaquille O'Neal from Big Chicken, the legendary Hall of Fame, bigger than life personality, on our show. Dana White walked into the interview. I was literally sitting there interviewing Shaquille O'Neal, and Dana White, the founder of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, walked into our interview, introduced himself. I've had Emeril Lagasse on the show, John Taffer of Bar Rescue, Chef Robert Irvine. We've had so many awesome guests on the show. We have so many guests coming up in 2025 and beyond. I just hope that you listening to this understand that whoever is the brand that you want to work with, whoever is the celebrity, entrepreneur, person that you want to have on your show, it is possible if you don't quit. If you're struggling now, I hope this video helps you. If you need help, if you want to reach out, I'm weirdly available. You can email me, Shawn@CaliBBQ.media. You can put a comment down below. You can reach out on Instagram at Shawn P. Walchef, or on LinkedIn. We are active on all platforms. We appreciate you. We'd love for you to join our Rising Tide call. Go to betheshow.media/rising tides. As always, stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help.